Stocksbridge Park Field and Marina Joy.
Hello and welcome to the Marine Travel Arena for this FA Trophy match between Marine FC and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I am your commentator here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel, Adam Allcroft, and this commentary has been sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. So, for some Steels fans, this might have been a moment of dread. It's the FA Trophy. We're facing a team in the league above who are, let's say, fairly famous in cup competitions over the last few years. But in another way, maybe for Stocksbridge, this is a bit of a free hit. There is no pressure on the Steels today. Having not won or scored in 4 games, they make the trip to National League North Marine, who have become quickly established in the league above, having used FA Cup success and money very wisely over the last few years. And with no pressure on Stockbridge shoulders, is this the time when things do turn around and the Steels can finally get back to winning ways and cause a big shock away. National League teams await in the next round. Potential money spinners against the likes of Rochdale could potentially be on the cards. Let's go through the lineup for you. So for Marine, it's Jack McIntyre, then it's Odin Samuel Smith, Finn Sinclair Smith, Harvey Gregson, the captain for Marine, George Newell, Bailey Marsden, Adam Anson, Adam Thomas, Sam Fielding, Jacqueline Drysdale and Finley Tunstall. The bench is James Brown, he's feeling good I suppose, Anjula Pagula, Noah Roberts, Harrison Hubie and Josh Wardle.
Referee is Dan David, assistants is Adam Bubrani and Bilal Musa, fourth official is Matthew.
So let's go through the Steels teams for you today. It's Ben Townsend in goal for Stockbridge, then Tom Charles of Jack Tinker, who comes in to the team after being dropped on Tuesday night, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Sam Kay, Alf Wilson, James Norris and Connor Smythe. The bench is Mikey Roxburgh, Alexander O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Zach Jagielka and Marcus McKernan. Stocksbridge will have the kick-off shortly. And it's Danny Deakin standing over the ball here at the Marine Travel Arena as they look to try and cause an upset in this FA Trophy match. Marine have fielded a very strong team. The hopes that they would not be taking the tournament seriously has not come true. As our referee, Daryl David, makes his final few checks, he's been assisted by Adam Bubrami and Bilal Musa. There's a fourth official of Matthew O'Shea. And the game is underway. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get underway in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking towards the goal. We are behind the goal today in the main stand here at the Marine Travel Arena, while Marine are in the white shirts, black shorts, black socks. Morris has just dribbled it out to play for a Marine throw-in early on. So the ball here on the left, thrown forward by Marine, just trying to track it is Newell. He's got onto the ball on the left-hand side, ball played across and Tenker intercepts. It's still Marine on the edge of the area. Played across here to Thomas, and it's some good plays. He gets it over to Fielding, over on the left wing now, facing up with Charles, going to the byline, cross towards the far post, brought back in by Marsden, and going to loop into the side netting, but already with 50 seconds on the clock, there's danger for the Steels, and a glimpse of what we're going to have to deal with throughout the match. We'll try and keep you up to date with score lines across country. Obviously we are on international break weekend. It's a healthy support here at Marine. No Everton or Liverpool today, so many making the trip to north of Liverpool here in Crosby. Ball going forward, he's looking for Wilkinson, but head away from Turner. Forward, look for Smythe. Trying to play forward, go Deacon's pass forward, his blocks, and it's going all the way to Newell. Held up well before he was dispossessed. Iggulden out to Tinker. Tinker out wide to Smythe. Smythe trying to turn inside in the middle, 2K. Some good passing here as it goes back to Turner. Lays it over towards Charlesworth. Will be pressed here by Sinclair Smith. Ball looped over to Wilkinson. Trying to turn here, Wilkinson, but he's been held really nicely by Anson. As Wilkinson then trying to get through. And he's struggling to get the ball off Wilkinson before he eventually just passes it out to Kay. Now Charlesworth sends it forward, but he doesn't really get the curl on that he wants. Fielding will deal with it and he'll clear it away. Iggulden drags down his man and no free kick given. Turner then goes down, no free kick given for that either. I think that's probably Well, wrong on both games, to be honest, but it evens out, so I suppose we'll take it. On the middle, and back it will go to Drysdale, who heads it out towards the right back to Adam Thomas. Back into the midfield and knocked over the top, and Owen will track that. It's an awkward bouncer, but Iggulden came out to get it and then clears it off his man, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. 2.5 minutes gone in this game. It's 0-0 between Marine and Stocksbridge Park Steels. Worsborough Bridge are 1-0 up at Glassoughton Welfare that survived the raft of postponed matches. Liam Flanagan has scored. Well, looked away by Gregson, the captain. Being held up by Newell, trying to get down the right, and Owen just boots it out, and coming together between Owen and Marsden there, but all's fair, and it will be a throw-in for Stocksbridge. You notice it's the old Stocksbridge logo up on the scoreboard in the corner. Feeling a bit nostalgic for the 2010s. Tinker getting it forward by Thomas, and then switch. Charles have just delayed it. That's allowing Marine to get onto the ball. Great footwork there from Sinclair Smith. Takes a shot, it's a fizzer, and it's wide. That's the danger that Sinclair Smith offers. He was a star player at our level for several years with Bamber Bridge and Marine themselves. Was always nominated for the Player of the Season, was in several Team of the Seasons come the end of the year. Just showed a glimpse of that. Completely alive to that. Very powerful shot, wide of the goal. Townsend didn't need to dive to his right, as maybe Mourinho would have to. Means 0-0 here. 3.5 minutes gone. Ball going long, but headed away there by Gregson. It's just contested in the middle, blocked by Kay, but as Fielding tried to pass it forward. Down to the left, it's good work done by Sinclair Smith, and then hacked down, and that will be a free kick. Sinclair Smith is becoming a problem, and he's going to get Tom Charles within the book. Early on here, it looks like Daryl David has summoned the former Pennison Church right back over. There will be a talking to. Marine have been all over Steele's defence in the early few minutes of this game. And it is a yellow card, an early yellow for Tom Charlesworth. Some referees let you get away with them early on. Today, Daryl David is not letting that happen. I'm going to try and keep you up to date with FA Trophy scores. Leatherhead are 1-0 up on Hampton and Richmond Borough. It's that amazing person, unknown, who scored. That's at least according to the video printer. And locally, Tranmere 1-0 up on Cheltenham Town, an own goal from Wilson. So it's Sinclair Smith is on the ball. It's on the left-hand side, close to the touchline. He's going to hit this right-footed. Plenty of people up in the box to contest. Right-footed ball. It's a good-looking cross. Judges takes a bounce in the box, and then it's well turning away by Smythe, and unfortunately just hit the back of Wilkes and ankles, stop the counter, and Tinker picks it up, and Tinker's going at speed. Lazy forward, it's a great pass. Deakin, pass out to the left to Morris. Morris loops it back towards the middle, just a bit ahead of Wilkson. Awkwardly headed down there by Sinclair Smith, who's back into defensive work and cleared away. It was really nice football from Stocksbridge, some great one-touch passing, and now they're going forward with Charlesworth. Charlesworth forward, loop ball into the box, but headed away by Neil Smith on loan from Everton, and then boots it away. And then over the top, and Newell will bring down Iggulden, and it'll be a free kick to Stockbridge. 6 minutes gone. 0-0 here at the Marine Travel Arena. In the NPL Prem, Warrington Town have taken early lead against Hyde. Max Thompson has scored. And in the FA Trophy, Telford have taken a lead against Chesham, and Dorking Wanderers 1-0 up on Eastbourne Borough. Ball from Townsend into the box. Iggulden just can't get his header right onto it. He ends up skewing it wide. He just got underneath it rather than waiting for it to get onto it, and heads it wide. But it was a good ball from Ben Townsend, and it's the first shot from Stocksbridge. So be back for McIntyre to take. Ball going long. Will then be headed up in the air by Owen. Tinker trying to contest, but Owen gets the second header away. Smythe loses it into the middle though, and switched by Fielding. over then to Sinclair Smith, and he has been the danger man so far. He's going horizontal, lays off a pass to the right. It's a really good pass to the right wing here for Marsden. Ball in, headed away by Eagledon, chested around by Tinker. Smythe will clear, it's aimed towards Wilkinson, but it'll be ghosted away by Drysdale, who lets it get back to Anson. Anson switching it over to the far side, headed on to the wing, but will end up going out for a goal kick. I think the job that Jordan Lemon and Mark Fretwell is going to have to think about on that bench is, right, how can we keep Sinclair Smith quiet? Because so far he has been, dangerous. We've been moving from the centre to the left typically, it seems, and just being a threat for Tom Charles in particular. It's going to be a hell of a battle for the right back today. Back with Townsend. Marine trying to contest, but Morris has won it. Switched it out to Smythe. It's a great switch to Smythe. Cross from Smythe. It's over everyone's head, and Samuel Smith will deal with it on the left-hand side. Lovely touch forward, and then back 1-2. It's great work from the youngster from Everton, and now he's looking to beat a few, and he's evaded pressure from Deakin and Turner. Switch over to the right, and it's a completely unmarked Marsden who's brought it down really well. Marsden going down the right, crossing, blocked by Tinker, will go out for the first corner of the game. So it's a danger here for the Steels, as they look to defend a corner kick from Marine. Corner goes in, headed out, still in, looped and hits the top of the net in the end. Header there, I think it was from Sam Fielding. Was all happening at Hyde versus Warrington. Hyde have already equalised against Warrington Town. Antoine Macaulay has scored. Aversley Rec are also 1-0 down early on away at Brigtown. Henry Parr has scored for the home team. Ball forward, but headed away and brought down well. And Owen then just committing the foul. Has quickly taken the free kick. Referee's allowed it as it goes to Marsden on the right. Just fighting with Tinker. Left football into the middle. Over to Owen. The cross almost ended up in the bottom corner. Townsend's not happy with the defending, but it will remain 0-0 for now. He's quickly taken free kick. Did catch Stocksbridge out for a few moments. Guiseley are 1-0 up on Cleethorpes. Jake Lawler has scored for the West Yorkshire side. Townsend will send the ball forward here, and then it's headed back away. Charles knocks it forward. Wilkinson will bring it down well on the chest. Back to Tinker, who gets it under control. Forward, and Smythe, he is offside, Connor Smythe. Thought he was going to have a chance to break through. It was about half a yard offside from the left back turn left winger today. I think it's the same sort of thing we saw against Hednesford, where I think Jordan Lemon's trying to prize a bit of solidity from the beginning of the team, from the very front. The old philosophy of defence starts in attack. Ball going forward, and it's just going to go through and out for a goal kick. 11 minutes gone, it is 0-0 here. Jordan Lemon on the bench did play the last time these two sides faced. It was back in 2022, that FA Cup win for the Steels. Last minute goal from Mitch Langton, the difference. Lemon started that game and before being brought off for Zach Reynolds. Only one player surviving from Marine from that team, and that's Josh Wardle, who started that game and is on the bench today. Ball forward headed out there by Drysdale, ends up going a bit awkward, and Smythe will quickly take the throw, and he's looking for Wilkinson, brings it down, tries to get past. Great time tackle there from Samuel Smith. Stocksbridge trying to put the pressure high up. Back to McIntyre, who launches it away, and Marine survive what was quite a good press from the Steels. Eagledon will head it away. It's going to be contested in the middle. Kay heads out to the left, and Tinker will volley it, sideways more than forward. Kay gets it onto Deakin. Good play, and then Turner launches it long. I don't think Wilkinson quite realised that was going to be the plan, and it will be back with McIntyre. By the way, to everyone listening, so seen Wayne going, "Come on, you Steels," in the comments. We're having to watch the stream ourselves to see the comments because of an issue YouTube's having at the moment. As Marsden gets down the right, Pick brings it back out towards Thomas, puts a cross in, headed away by Kay. As Deakin clearance is blocked and it's brought down, but then knocked by off Smythe. It will be a throw into Marine. Ball is going forward, but then again it's Kay helping out, who heads it out for a throw-in. Tranmere Rovers 2-0 up on Cheltenham. Joe Ironside the scorer. And Workington are 1-0 up away at Rushall. Stephen Rigg the scorer. Their new manager working wonders there already. As Eildon heads away. Now, it's not a good scoreline for Stocksbridge, who will go bottom of the table as results stand. With this game obviously not affecting the league table. Ball goes back to Thomas and then back to McIntyre, who right foot gets it forward. Eildon will head it to Owen will head it away, then knocked over the top, and Newell just trying to get between Tinker and Eildon, and Eildon's out towards left back and he'll just send it down the channel. Smythe keeps in, but it's helped Marine out more than Stocksbridge. As it's back into midfield it goes, and I think there was a foul there, but advantage has been given before Smythe gets in. I'm surprised no free kick has been pulled back, as it's just cleared out towards Drysdale and the game will now stop for that injury. So goals elsewhere to tell you about. Leatherhead 2-0 up against Hampton and Richmond Borough. Leamington are 1-0 up on Maidenhead, and Harborough 1-0 up on Enfield Town. Brady Hickey the scorer. Southport also 1-0 up away at Buxton. 14 minutes gone in this game. As it'll be a ball will be kicked back to Marine for here. This.
It's not counted our chickens, there's still 70 minutes to go.
There's been a bit of a delay, but Adam Thomas will get the ball to resume here. Object from Drysdale, so he gets it forward, but then Kay will intercept and clears it up in the air. Deakin wins the header. Morris turns his man trying to get on it, and away from Samuel Smith he goes, out to the right, very far right for Wilson, and he just about keeps it in. There was appeals he'd gone out of play. In the case, good ball in from Wilkinson, but Samuel Smith heads away. Kay's trying to contest this one and turns away from Gregson really well. Now, great turn from Wilkinson. Going forward, goes down quite lightly, and it will be a free kick. It's a bit of a light one that the Steels have earned there, but it will be a set piece for Stocksbridge, and Danny Deakin, Stocksbridge's very own set piece specialist, will take it. I say that, he hasn't scored a free kick, he tends to be better at crossing them in. So Deakin here with the free kick. He's got options if he wants to try and chip it in, but I think he's going to go for the shot here. Especially now McIntyre's come right to the right of goal. Here comes his loop towards. Oh, he's touched over the bar. It's a great save. I think it might have just been nipping over anyway, but McIntyre weren't to know. He has to tip over the bar and Stocksbridge have a corner. Corner kick, and Turner will take this one. Takes it short to Morris. Back to Turner. Pegged in the middle, headed away, but it was a good idea. And now Fielding's trying to launch a counter-attack, but he delays it, gets it forward. He stays in here as it goes forward, and Tinker defends, but back goes to Fielding, who launched it down the right, and Owen will hope to have that covered. He takes it far out to the left, and in the end can only get it out to play for a throw-in. So Arthur Wilkinson's causing a few problems for this Marine defensive line so far in this game. Worthing are 1-0 up on Tonbridge Angels. Nathan Odo Canario, the scorer, and Eastbourne equalising Dorking Wanderers. The ball Goes forward, takes a few awkward bounces, and Owen loses it because of that. And Eagledon is just pressing as it's still on the right. And now a chance to break into the middle. Maiden shot is blocked. Loops in the box, and it could go in, and no, Townsend claims it. It's a big chance for Marine there. I think it was George Newell in the box, couldn't get a clean connection, and Townsend claws it up, knowing he's had a bit of a let-off. Ball goes forward, and we'll now be back with McIntyre, who is blocked by Deacon. But quite wisely, McIntyre had gone to the left for his goal, or else that could have been riskier. He ends up claiming it back again. Launches it long. Tinker will head it away. Back to Drysdale. Takes the touch. And then back it will go to McIntyre. Workington 2-0 up now at Rushall. Stephen Rigger scored again. McIntyre just went after his goal here, not being pressed. Wilkinson then just kept him honest and forced the long ball forward. Goes all the way back to Eagledon, who will clear it up. Wilkinson gets a shunt in his back, and it will be a free kick. The shunt here coming from Fielding. I think it was from Declan Drysdale who gave away the foul. As Townsend will come up to take this free kick. Last time got a free kick in a similar sort of way. Eagledon was able to get a header, but he just wasn't able to get the technique right on it. Here comes Townsend's ball. He's trying to get it forward, and he's aimed at Eagledon again, but this time head away by Owen. Brings it down on the edge of the area, takes it and volleys it towards the far side, and well claimed by McIntyre. Drysdale's really not happy there about something, as McIntyre launches that one away. Tinker's back to play defensive work. Loops over Newell, but claimed by Townsend. Quickly launched out to Turner, who's at the right back position. Forward to Morris, who's not got into the game as much as he'd quite liked, and well, continues not to be into the game like he just steers that pass out of play. 19 minutes gone, it's 0-0 here. Sudbury, a 1-0 upon Hereford. Marcel Lewis has scored. Balls forward, headed away into the midfield and launched to the right and over the top of everyone and out for a throw-in. So back with Tinker for this throwing. Stocksbridge will be pleased with the performance so far in this game. He's back with Tinker now. Launches it up the field. Headed away by Drysdale. Will be go out for another Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker having to go all the way back to the opposite end to get the ball back. This is a free-sided stadium. They're currently on the side with all the terraces. You will have seen that on the BBC a few years ago, where plenty of the fans were leaning over that fence to watch Jose Mourinho's Tottenham Hotspur in action at Marine. One of the most famous FA Cup matches of the last 10 years. Owen clears it away. Wilkinson will contest, but it headed out to play, and Stocksbridge get a throw. He went right into the bench of Stocksbridge. Still with Tinker now. Gets it forward to Smythe and headed away though by Thomas, and then into the middle with Gregson. Launching it forward, well headed away by Eagledon. Morris holding it off Samuel Smith. Tries to knock it in the middle to Kay. Out to the right to Turner. Still in Stocksbridge's own half as he goes back to Charlesworth. Launches it long over the top of everyone, and they're being chased here, and it has to be hacked away and over. And well, it's the first time we're going to get to see the numbers used here. You may know this bit of trivia from the FA Cup night. There are numbers above the stand to our left telling the Volunteers Marine which house the ball gets kicked into, so you can knock on the right door. I think that one went into the number 26 if you are one of the Marine Volunteers. On Jubilee Road, as I'm just being informed. So one of the Marine Volunteers is probably nipping over there now to knock on the door and see if he can get the football back. Ball cleared away there by Anson, but only back to Turner. To Charlesworth. Knocked down the right, looking for Wilkinson, but again it's headed away by Anson. Stocksbridge are putting some good pressure on at the moment. Some more goals to tell you about. Cheshire have equalised against Telford. Weston-super-Mare 1-0 on Chippenham. And Dunstan are having a great... Could be on causing an upset. They're 1-0 up away at South Shields. That's step 4 Dunstan. As... team we beat in the playoff final last year. So Dunstan... So it's not embarrassing to be beaten by Dunstan in a cup match when they're a league above you. When you're a league above them. Waltham and Hersham 1-0 on Farnborough. David Rogalski the scorer, and Doug Wilkin confirmed equalised against Eastbourne Borough. I thought that had already come through, but it's come through again. As it's played to Kay here, and Kay gets it back to Tinker. He's on the halfway line. Out towards Kay. Back to Owen, who just takes control of it. Launches it forward, and it's just an armless ball forward that McIntyre will be happy to claim. McIntyre just on the ball now. Takes his time with it. Plenty of time with it. And now we'll launch it forward. Over the top of everyone. Tinker trying to control and clear away. And this time it's into the other side of the stadium. There's no numbers on that side, but it is in someone's garden. So I don't know which house to advise Marines volunteers to go nip to, but they probably know them all off by heart by now. Head away by Eagledon. Headed back by Fielding, and it's a bit of a head tennis between the two sides at the moment as it's not forward to Smythe. Tries to turn, it goes through and intercepted by Drysdale, who knocks the ball forward looking for Newell. Owen heads it up into the air, second header away to Field, but he can just lost track of his man there, and Marine will keep this pressure on. On to Sinclair Smith. Hope finds the overlap with Samuel Smith, crossing blocked. And it goes back to Samuel Smith. Turner maybe just a bit hesitant to get it. Lofted towards the far post. Well headed away by Tinker. Edge of the area. Shot blocked. That shot from Finlay Tunstall. Well blocked. Out for a throw in on the right hand side. Marine are putting some pressure on the Steele's goal. 24 minutes gone. Peter ball goes in. He bounces in the box here, and Stocksbridge are having to force him out, and he does, and it's well in by Charlesworth, who then just hoofs that one away. Comes off the top of the stand to the left, and Samuel Smith will go to take the throw in. Peterborough Sports 1-0 upon Oxford City. Charles tries to win the ball back, and then back to Kay, who will clear it away. Wilkinson could cause a problem here if it's not dealt with, but it is dealt with. Headed back to McIntyre. From Drysdale. Drysdale takes it, carries it forward. Good striding run from him. Gets it forward, and then Tinker intercepts and clears it away. We'll go out for a Marine throw-in. Back it will go to McIntyre. And forward and back to McIntyre. Smart could press it, almost blocks it. As McIntyre clears it away, Eagledon will then head it and it'll go out to play. And some nice handwork from one of the coaches on the Marine bench. Handsworth are 1-0 up on Penistone Church. Mitchell Dunn has scored. And at Worsborough Bridge are 2-0 up on Glassoughton. Lewis O'Connor scored. As Stocksbridge do clear away, Morris will try to hold it up, but he's deep in his own half as he turns his man. He's done good work. Gets it out towards Wilkinson. Wilkinson forced backwards. Lovely spin from Alfie Wilkinson, and now he can run at the defence. Sideways to Deakin. Deakin, he's going sideways, but running dangling. Trying to slip through Morris. Morris is a nearly touch rate. Will be a corner kick to Stocksbridge. Good. Alfie Wilkinson, he's having a brilliant game so far in centre forward. And it's a brilliant spin from him, and now the Steels have a corner. Aversley Reckitt have turned it around against Brigg. They're now 2-1 up. Luca Cancello and Tom Mestre, the goal scorers. Here comes the corner towards middle, and too easy for McIntyre. Deakin's corner there, just in the 6-yard area, too simple. Ball going long. Tinker's going to try and do something with it. But Tinker rags over his man, and wow, I'm very surprised that weren't given. That's a let off for Jack Tinker as the ball goes forward, because to be honest, that should have been a free kick and a yellow card for the left back, who is now the least popular man in North Liverpool, I think, for that foul. Well, alleged foul, it wasn't given as one. Ball forward, knocked over the top here by Fielding, and brought that down well by Newell. Gets it out to the right here for Thomas, who's come fell forward well. looped cross, looking toward the far post, and it's going to go out of play before it comes back in. I think some of the Marine fans are appealing for a corner behind there, but not given. Folkestone Invicta 1-0 up on AFC Totton. And Morpeth 1-0 up away at Ashton United. It's not a good set of goal lines in the MPL Prem for Stocksbridge today. But all the teams struggling down their wheels are winning, it seems, other than really Rushall. And they're facing Workington. Marine will get it back, but Charles heads away, picked up by Fielding, lays out left for Sinclair Smith. Haven't seen him get onto the ball too much in the last 20 minutes. Now's a chance, beats one man, beats a second, and then Danny Deakin comes in for the tackle. Great work from Deakin there after Tom Charlesworth. And I think Paul Eagledon there were left for dead by the winger. And then Turner's won the ball in midfield, forward to Wilkinson, holding it up, back towards Deakin, just misplaces his pass though, and Sinclair Smith picks it up. Now passed into the middle here with Tunstall. Tunstall back out to the left here. Here comes a shot. It's not a bad one. Hits the bar and then over. That looked quite harmless to begin with, but the drop was wicked. Ricochets off the bar and now it's not too far off a goal. It was Sinclair Smith again. So the Steels have never won here at the Marine Travel Arena, but we've had plenty of good games here at the very least. One of the most iconic games happened here was back in 2010. Marine 5, Stocksbridge Park Steels 4. An absolute thriller of a match, with Jamie Renford scoring 4 goals for Marine, a man who I think is one of the players who has scored the most goals against Stocksbridge of any player. As Turner intercepts well, got a bit of time. Great pass to Charlesworth, who can get down the right. Continued Charlesworth, he's been met by his man. Pegs it back with Sinclair Smith defending. Sideways to Deakin, who's got some space. Trying to turn. Back to Eagledon. To the right to Turner. Forward, but he can't keep it in play. Throwing for Marine. And you look at the score. You look at people who scored for Stocksbridge that day. You got Mark Ward, Andy Ring, Jack Muldoon, and Ben Leonard. Well, as we all know how well Jack Muldoon went on to doing his career now at Harrogate Town. As Owen clears the ball out and it goes out for a throw-in. So you're saying, when I was at that game, it was a cracking game. Sounds like 5 for me. Goals were more likely, I think. There were plenty more goals like 10 years ago in non-league football, but I think that the quality of defences and goalkeepers has gone up quite a bit over the last few years particularly, but so you don't normally see those, not at this level anyway. As Wilkinson holds it up, back in the midfield to Deakin, tries to turn out of trouble, back it goes to Turner, but blocked by Tunstall, and then Eagledon does well to make sure they can't break. Forward to Kay, turns out of trouble, has to pass it back to Charlesworth. He's done a great job, Sam Kay, today. Out towards the right, towards Wilkinson, holding the ball up, and then Anton gets his foot in, will be out for a Stocksbridge throw on the right. 30 minutes gone. Warrington Town have retaken lead against High. Jack Doyle scored as Morris holds it with headbutt. Kay can't get control of it. Back to Turner. Switched out towards Smythe, but well read by Thomas, who heads away. And he goes to Marsden, who tries to counter, but he has to get back to Adam Thomas, who can only launch it out of play, but he has got it into Stock Starter. It goes hard. Well, Dunstan's chance of upset seems to have ended. South Shields are now 2-1 up, having scored 2 in 3 minutes. Lennon Wielden and Paul Blackett have scored. Meffer Town are 1-0 up on Hanwell through Reese, and Maidstone 1-0 up on Torquay United. Tinker gets it forward. Might go out to play this. No, Thomas has headed away before it does. Goes to Kay, who then just sends it away, and it was easy enough for McIntyre. And, well, actually, it had to be headed back to him. McIntyre wanted it so he could pick it up. He's refusing to come out of his box for that one. Ball going forward and then head away by Tinker, hits the top of the net before bouncing back in. Ball going back and being harassed here by Turner, and it was harassed too much. It's a free kick to Marine. chance for Marine to get the ball into the box. Currently with Sam Fielding for this free kick. He just left arm goes up, right foot hits the ball, and it's swept in, headed and drifts wide, and Smythe tries to get a contact, and it might be a corner kick, and it will be a corner, come off Smythe last. Hayley Marsden heading over to take this as the Seagulls have arrived here at the Marine Travel Arena, just spotted a few. Waiting for that corner to go in, and there was a short option. It's not taken as it's going to go towards the far post. Townsend went for the arm. I think Ingledon got the last touch, and no, it won't be. It's going to be a goal kick. So he'll be back for Townsend. Launched long, headed away though, and then out by Charlesworth. Marine will get the ball back. With 33 minutes gone here, 0-0 here. Well contested match so far in this one. Samuel Smith will get the ball forward. Kay intercepts, and then back to Owen, who launched it away. Wilkinson's going to try and contest, but well read there by Drysdale, who will get this out to the right. Right, back it goes to Drysdale. Gets it forward and well turned there by Tunstall. Gets down the right, slips a bit, but still gets it past Smythe to Marsden. Crossing towards the far post. Well, hits the bar and then onto the top of the net. It's the second time Marine have hit the woodwork in this game. They've come really, really close at times. Lincoln City 1-0 up against Doncaster Rovers. Okoronkwo, the goal scorer. Elsewhere in the FA Trophy, Chorley are 1-0 upon Worksop Town, and Hereford have equalised against AFC Sudbury. Andy Williams has scored. Ball goes forward and then cleared away. He takes an awkward bounce in the box. Could fall to Marsden, who's in the box to the right hand side. Tinker's gone down. He's claiming he's had a hand in the face. He's staying down, Tinker. Ball in, and it's cleared away or nearly over the line. Tinker's still down. And the controversy is there is that is seemingly a head injury, as one of the Marine players has just kicked the ball over the fence and it's hit one of the conservatories over to the righterers. That would have been very controversial had that gone into the back of the net, as it weren't too far off. So back, we'll have a break in play now as Jack Tinker gets treatment. I think the legend is that he had a hand in the face there as Marsden was breaking through, and nothing was given, and that is certainly a controversial one. So it's 0-0 here, as Tinker is now just on his haunches, looking like he will be able to continue. But he will have to just head to the sideline for a few moments, as the game will resume. There's 3 balls, by the way, have gone into the terrace houses by my count. Seemingly after frustration that the ball was going to go, the game was stopped. One of the Marine players kicked it over. I think if the referee had spotted that, it could have been a booking. Adam Thomas will get this game underway again. Ball will go back to Drysdale after the game restarts. switched. Iggulden will get the header. Morris picking up deep. He's almost in his own box. He has to get it back to Iggulden, who launches it away. Headed away then by Anson. And well held up as he gets it back to Tunstall, who does well keeping it in on the left-hand side. Charles trying to press. Cross going in towards the far side. Good looking cross. Tinker heads away. He's having a good game, Tinker. Shot blocked by Smythe. That shot coming in from Thomas. It's headed towards the edge of the area. And then back it will go into midfield. Out wide here to Marsden. Marsden, left-footed ball in the middle. Knocked away by Turner. And he'll clear it away now. But he's going to get it back here to Fielding. Outright Smythe. Sliding tackle. Great sliding tackle. No free kick given. I thought he had got the ball there, but Smythe is going to get the Stocksbridge's second yellow of the game. I thought he'd got the ball before the man there, as a physio will come on here for Marine. And I think that's a disappointing one to be given. Oh, some more goals to tell about. Worksop have equalised against Chorley. AFC Totton have equalised against Folkestone Invicta. Malachi Linton has scored. Maidstone 2-0 up on Torquay. Fylde 1-0 up on Spennymoor. South Shields now 3-1 up on Dunstan. Lennon Wheeldon the scorer. And Southport have doubled their lead against Buxton. So we're just continuing with treatment here. 38 minutes gone, it's 0-0. Marine probably have definitely had the better chances. They've hit the woodwork a few times, but Stocksbridge have been competitive. They look, good for the fight in this one. They've definitely not looked like a lesser side. And they've had a few moments up front themselves, and football is about just those little moments. It's the thing that's great about football is that how finely poised it can be for so long, and how important just one goal is. Treatment is continuing here. It's taking a bit of time. I suspect we'll have a few minutes out of time after a couple of lengthy injury breaks. Remember that our next game will be next Saturday away at Ilkeston Town, away from home. So we will be live on the commentary for that one, as we look like we will be getting underway again here shortly. Sam Fielding will take this free kick about 40 yards out. About 5 yards to the right of the line. Ball in, well headed away. Falls to Smythe. Smythe will hit the diagonal, look for Morris. It's too well hit. Will go out for a throw in, but it is away and almost out of the Stocksbridge half.
Got Leatherhead as well.
As it's currently with Samuel Smith, who throws it forward, headed on to middle. And Owen will just let that go back to Townsend. Ball currently with Townsend, who launches it long. Wilkinson will contest, but headed away well by Anson. Almost won by Kay, but loses it almost as quickly as he got it. Over the top, Tinker gets a header onto it, and Townsend will pick it up after chasing over to his left-hand side. Back to Townsend, launches it long. Morris is going to try and win this. Brings it down well, Morris. Back it will go to Iggulden, who launches it forward, but will be easily picked up by Fielding, who gets it for himself. Newell lost it over the top for Sinclair Smith, who will bring it down well on the left-hand side. Looking to do a bit of footwork, and he's trying to get onto his right, but he'll have to give it back to Fielding. Ball takes a little deflection in, and that allows Deacon to, and Deacon will clear it. Wilkinson can't get the header onto it, so it'll go back to Drysdale. Good footwork from him, evading Wilkinson. Switching it, and over the top of everyone and out for a throw-in. 41 minutes gone in this game. 0-0 here. Ball back now with Charlesworth for the throw-in. Takes his steps and launches it downfield. Morris heads it on, but then headed right back by Anson. And then not forward, and who else? Stockbridge lose it there, but and well in from Smythe. It's going to ricochet out. I think that's going to be a Stocksbridge throw-in, actually. Out it be on the right side for Charlesworth to take the throw. So Charlesworth again, launching it down the right. Headed away well by Samuel Smith and then into the midfield. Tinker wins it well forward to Smythe. Smythe overlaps it to Tinker. Tinker's going forward. Tries to get in the box. Brilliant sliding tackle there from Declan Drysdale. Sometimes you just can't complain. Sometimes you're just met by something pretty brilliant. As the ball's launched away and out. And that's number 4 into the terraces. Either side. 3 to the righters. 1 on the Jubilee Street to the left. Cross row to the righters. I think that might have gone into the same garden one of the early ones has gone in as well. Ball forward and headed on. Oh, it's Rossett Road, sorry. Well, this is Rossett Park, so it does make sense. As the original name for this ground before the sponsorship of the Marine Travel Arena. Out to Morris, back to Charles, ball forward, looking for Kay. Okay, brilliant. He gets brought down, but a full advantage is going to be given as Morris is breaking down the right. Not given Wilkinson's not happy, but is there going to be a yellow card for this? As Deacon will take this, but no yellow card, which is a bit of a surprise on that one. As Deacon will get this on his left foot and look to swing in. In fact, the only person who seems to be in trouble is James Morris for his protest of why he didn't get the advantage. It really should have been an advantage played. But a chance now for Stocksbridge to get the ball into the box. A few yards away from the corner of the box. Here comes Deakin, left-footed, ball swooped in. Eagleton gets underneath it and over the bar. Just unfortunate that one. It's just obviously something in Paul Eagleton as a young defender will need to learn is how to connect with an attacking header and just gets underneath it. But Stocksbridge have had their moments up front. It's not like, some of the games we've had over the last few weeks where it's not even been a chance to speak of. The Steels have had things where, not, I wouldn't say clear-cut chances, but moments where could have been turned into proper goal-scoring opportunities. Well, into better strike, better things. It may well have tested the keeper a bit more because McIntyre hasn't really been tested yet, if we're being honest. As Marina on the attack now, but Owen clears it away, but only back to Fielding. Out the right into, as trying to go through, it is Claire Smith out to the right and well cut out and cleared away. Goes out for a throw-in. As well looped in, takes an awkward bounce, but there's a push there on Eagleton and it will be a Stocksbridge free kick. Well, I think South Shields just got irritated by Dunstan taking the lead. They're now 4-1 up. Paul Blackett has scored.
3 added minutes. Thank you.
Oh, 3 minutes. Hereford are 2-1 up on AFC Sudbury. Sam Osborne has scored and Spennymoor have turned it round and failed. They're 2-1 up now. Ball going forward. Headed away by Samuel Smith. Tinker will get it forward and it's one for Smythe to chase. It's been dealt with and headed back to McIntyre. Well worked there by Thomas. The ball launched forward. Trying to get it back into midfield and Kay trying to challenge and it's well worked there by Smythe and then Wilson gets out to Morris who gets it caught under his feet. That goes to, but Kay might get it in midfield. No, it's going to just loop back into McIntyre. Who, well, it's certainly comfortable boot away. I think Pot Turner handballed it there actually more than Finley Tunstall. Both appealed and eventually Kay will be taken down and it'll be a Stocksbridge free kick. We have 3 minutes added to go and we are currently in, we've had one of those minutes. Well, originally we had Workington going up 2-0 up, but we've just got a scoreline through saying it's 1-1 between Rushall and Workington with Cian Riley equalising. Kidderminster 1-0 up on Corby Town. Luke Spokes has scored and Farmer have equalised against Walton and Hersham. Billy Clifford the scorer. And Haversley Wrecker now 2-2. Greektown equalised through a Josh Batty penalty. Here comes Townsend's free kick. It's curling towards the side. Eagleton gets a header, goes into the box, but wide of the goal in the end. Owen was chasing it. Eagleton is winning the headers. He's just maybe not getting the technique he wants on the headers right now. All So 0-0 here as we approach the end of the first half. McIntyre will get the ball forward. Head away by Owen. Wilson bringing it down really well. Back to Turner, forward to Morris. It was offside if had it made it to him, but it was blocked and the game will continue. Turner goes forward, it will be a free kick to Stocksbridge after some bit too physical play from the number 7, on the number 27, Finley Tunstall. So the ball back with Townsend now. Right footed, ball forward, looking for Owen. Owen can't get his header right either, it's going to skew wide. And Eagledon was chasing it down, and McIntyre will then go to the ground after, I think, if it could have been a free kick, I think Eagledon got a bit of contact on McIntyre, but fair play to keeper went on, and he's going to get it forward quickly because Eagledon obviously out of position. He gets his kick wrong, and that will be the end of the first half. We've had a few chances, we've had Marine hit the bar a couple of times, but this has been a good, well contested match by Stocksbridge, who do not look out of place here. They've had their own moments going forward, but just not being able to make a clear-cut chance as of yet. It's Marine 0, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. We'll see you in 15 minutes.
Stocksbridge Park Steels.
Stocksbridge Park, we'll go through the teams as we get ready for kick-off here. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, one of the people that come in, both those have come in, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Wilkinson, James Morris and Oliver Gregg, like Luke Rawson missing out today after getting that knock. Game is now underway, so we will just start the bench. Connor Smythe, Jack DeGruchy, Sam Kay, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Just as we get a flight going over. At home to Bottisford, O'Kara Simmons has scored in Answorth, also 1-0 down. Lewis Sugden has scored. As the ball goes, I think the wind just took it away to the right, but Hyde will remain on the ball. It's Tom Pratt, gets through Turner, gets it onto this right-hand side, back into the midfield, though it goes to Scanlon, who's dropped deep. Now to Rawsthorne. Great horizontal ball goes clear, Townsend saves it. It will look like it might have just snuck underneath him. It's a great save from Ben Townsend. It's the first big chance of the game, and Townsend was equal to it. Ball forward from Townsend, looking to get it to Morris, but he just can't ghost it like he wanted to. Hall claims, cleared away, and then Eagledon's just mistracked the ball, and Townsend's made another great save. They tried to... Ball is on the right-hand side for this throw-in from Pratt. Gets it down to Rawsthorne, who likes peeling off to the wing. Something we saw from on Tuesday night, but Stocksbridge have tackled clear. Morris, lovely little back heel, gets him out of a bit of pressure, but then a brilliant sliding tackle from Fernley. Gets ball over the top, and here's a chance, and it's and then the leg of Townsend saves again. Ben Townsend having an amazing game so far. Ball launched forward, headed out to the left wing. Townsend's not happy that Stocksbridge have lost that header. And then coming forward is Scanlon. Out onto the left, and the ball's looking back for Scanlon again. There's another chance here, and he goes past Townsend, and this time it's over the bar. They beat Townsend on this occasion, but they beat the woodwork too. Curtis Turner, it's actually very close to the corner of the box. I don't think he'll be taking a shot from here, but we've seen him swing him in from a bit further out. So maybe he'll see this as an ideal opportunity. He did score the equaliser on Tuesday night. And today he does become Stocksbridge's second most appearance player, overtaking the legend that is Gary Hurlston. Here comes the effort, gets blocked by the wall. Tinker will take it, Tinker takes a shot, and well, Tinker who scored, Tinker gets it onto Deakin, who brings it down, volleys it forward towards Wilkinson, headed away, and it's going to be raced onto now by O'Connor, who had a bit of space down the right, but he said it's just going to bring it back and give it back to Jordan Lemon, who takes the touch on it. He beats one man, Jordan Lemon, takes a shot, not thought, oh, what a goal! It's Jordan Lemon! It's only his fourth ever goal for Stocksbridge. He hasn't scored since he scored against Sheffield FC. 3 years ago, that is. It's Jordan Lemon who has scored for the Steels. Who would have thought that? The right back with a long-range effort. Ball goes forward. Tinker heads away into midfield, but only back to Hyde, and then rolls forward. Oh, right, it's a really good ball that finds Pratt with plenty of space. With Pratt continuing, trying to play the ball into the middle, gets a man in the box, back to goal, lays off to right, a bit ahead of Pratt. Pratt still gets it over into the middle, header blocked, and then here comes Jones Griffiths, blocked again. Lemon with the block, it will go out for a corner. The goal. Yes, you heard that right. Only his 4th goal in 6 years being for the Steels. As Grezlak just got it, moves into the box, takes a strike, it's a well-hit strike, but Mersin is able to save well to his left. Eventually, George Nunn has scored. As Lemon tries to get the ball forward, but it is blocked, and Hyde will have it back in the defence with Thompson, who hooks it away. Back with Tinker though, who's going to try and use the left-hand side. Gets it to Deakin. His touch takes him a bit behind. He just spins round and faces the goal now. Now to Grezlak on the left. Deakin's the overlapping option. Grezlak wants to move it onto his right. In the middle to Tinker. Forward to Morris. Takes a snapshot from turning, but it will be fairly easy for Mersin. Campion had taken a 2-goal lead against Penistone through Ian Gregson, but then Sam Scrivens, who made 1 appearance for Stocksbridge, has got 1 back for Penistone. As O'Connor lost one over the top. Grezlak might get onto this. He gets a touch, but then Mersin with a key save. Takes it long now, Mersin, over into the centre. Like headed on. Rawsford chases it down, but then Turner wins the ball, sends it forward, and Morris could get onto it before McMahon has to just hook it away. Wilson looks to bring it down. Tries to get it down to the right, but then it's Hyde intercepts, and now there's a counter. It's Tom Pratt. Pratt with loads of space on this right wing. Continuing on it, facing up with Tinker, puts an early cross in, brought down, shot, in its height at Townsend. 1 enough power in it, and that's going to be end of the first half here. Given the okay by referee James Owen. As the sun just comes out at the right time. Ball into the middle, header from Deakin is cleared off the line. Wilkinson's trying to get to it, back to Deakin. Right-footed ball, looking for that far post, headed away, goes to O'Connor, strikes it, and it's under the legs, and it's off, it's got bundled in! I think we're going to give that as an Alex O'Connor goal, though it might well be an own goal, to be honest. It's 2-0, and I think that sun that came out did in fact come out to help Stockbridge, and it goes in just as the ball has crossed the line. Steels lead 2-0. Fernley, who's been brilliant, Fernley today, he's going to be especially irritated because his performance doesn't deserve losing 2-0. And then Scanlon, launch ball gets past Turner, and then Sun comes out again. Forward to Jones Griffiths, who gets control, takes a strike, great save, and then Bell somehow puts it over! Townsend's crediting Eagledon for helping him out there with the pressure on Bell, but that should be 2-1 and Hyde back into it. Evades a tackle there from Scanlon, could have gone over that and got a free kick. Now lays it off for Tinker. Tinker over out to the left to Wilkinson. Back to Tinker. Ball forward. Good touch by Morris, and it's a really touch on to the left. It's forward, look for Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it back into the middle, and it goes to Deakin, who's got his back to goal, can't do anything. Back to O'Connor, takes another strike. This one's well over. He leans back too far, and it should have really been 3-0 on that one. So, McMahon steps up, left-footed shot, blocked by the wall. Back for Fernley, takes a shot, blocked by Tinker, and then cleared away. Grezlak brings it down. We might end up helping Hyde with his touch. Hooked away into the forward, brought down by Duxbury, lays it off for Bell. Bell then tries to get it out to the left. I think they're appealing for a corner, and that is what it's going to be given. With Hyde. Forcing the patient players. Taylor Mann looks for the switch, and it looked like a good switch and for the touch there from Scanlon, but then Tinker ain't cleared it really particularly well, and Hyde have got it back. Scanlon, Wilson battling for it, and they have to put it back into Pratt, who cuts in diagonally. Over to Pratt, again out into the right. Ball into the middle, brought down on the edge of the area. Back from Pratt, shot wide. But you are our host today, and
we were saying we played much better on Tuesday, much better today than we did on Tuesday.
That's just football, isn't it? Just saying Hyde probably played better today than they have on Tuesday night, but that's how it goes. And now Morris has brought the ball down. Watson's making the run. Morris is going on his own. He's trying to beat the man, takes a shot. It's wide of the goal. It took a deflection actually, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Steels. Can that Sun come back out, please? Steps in, clears it away. trying to make it to Watson, and then it does get through to Watson after Scanlon couldn't get control. Watson lays it through, and now O'Connor comes through. It's a great ball. Here comes O'Connor. Can he get it to Morris? He does get it to Morris. Morris goes through. He beats one man, takes a bit of a touch, takes a strike. Well saved. Morris, can he get back to it? No, it's going to be Turner. Gets it back. Now Turner takes a strike. What? The goal from Curtis Turner! He scored on Tuesday. He scored on Saturday, and that one was even better than Tuesday night. It's a stunner from Curtis Turner, and it looks like Stocksbridge, for the first time in their history, will be in the second round of the FA Trophy. 3-0 here at Hyde United, and what a goal from Curtis Turner. Marshall wants the throw in to Stocksbridge, and it is going to be given. Stocksbridge's way. Well, actually, nothing ever got given by anyone. Marshall just took it, and we carried on. You know, I did see that once in the Austrian league where they scored from it. And his Bell's taking a long range shot, and it goes high and wide. Got distracted by Sunderland scoring in the last minute. Here comes across him, doesn't make it past the first man. Cale head away. Marshall heads it on, and Watson will have a chance to counter again. Watson with pace. Marshall's breaking through, but Watson's not going to go for it. But instead, he's going to continue on his own. Now he lays through Morris. Morris takes a touch, takes a shot. It's just wide. It could have been the cherry on top of the cake, but instead, it's just inches wide of the far post. It remains 3-0. And that will be the last kick of the game. It was a shot just wide last time on Tuesday night, but the result is much different. The Steels, who arguably played worse for quite a bit of time on Tuesday night, have come away 3-0 winners, and they will be in the FA Trophy for the first time in their history. The second round of the FA Trophy, that is. Goals coming. We'll go through the teams as we get ready for kick-off here. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, one of the people that come in, both those have come in, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Wilkinson, James Morris and Oliver Gregg, like Luke Rawson missing out today after getting that knock. Game is now underway, so we will just start the bench. Connor Smythe, Jack DeGruchy, Sam Kay, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Just as we get a flight going over. At home to Bottisford, O'Kara Simmons has scored in Answorth, also 1-0 down. Lewis Sugden has scored. As the ball goes, I think the wind just took it away to the right, but Hyde will remain on the ball. It's Tom Pratt, gets through Turner, gets it onto this right-hand side, back into the midfield, though it goes to Scanlon, who's dropped deep. Now to Rawsthorne. Great horizontal ball goes clear, Townsend saves it. It will look like it might have just snuck underneath him. It's a great save from Ben Townsend. It's the first big chance of the game, and Townsend was equal to it. Ball forward from Townsend, looking to get it to Morris, but he just can't ghost it like he wanted to. Hall claims, cleared away, and then Iggulden's just mistracked the ball, and Townsend's made another great save. They tried to... Ball is on the right-hand side for this throw-in from Pratt. Gets it down to Rawsthorne, who likes peeling off to the wing. Something we saw from on Tuesday night, but Stocksbridge have tackle clear. Morris, lovely little back heel, gets him out of a bit of pressure, but then a brilliant sliding tackle from Fernley. Gets a ball over the top, and it's here's a chance, and it's slow, and then the leg of Townsend saves again. Ben Townsend having an amazing game so far. Ball launched forward, headed out to the left wing. Townsend's not happy that Stocksbridge have lost that header. And then coming forward is Scanlon, out onto the left, and the ball's looking back for Scanlon again. There's another chance here, and he goes past Townsend, and this time it's over the bar. They beat Townsend on this occasion, but they beat the woodwork too. Curtis Turner, it's actually very close to the corner of the box. I don't think he'll be taking a shot from here, but we've seen him swing him in from a bit further out. So maybe he'll see this as an ideal opportunity. He did score the equaliser on Tuesday night, and today he does become Stocksbridge's second most appearance player, overtaking the legend that is Gary Hurlston. Here comes the effort, gets blocked by the wall. Tinker will take it. Tinker takes a shot, and well, Tinker, who scored, Tinker gets it on to Deakin, who brings it down, volleys it forward towards Wilkinson. headed away, and it's going to be raced onto now by O'Connor, who had a bit of space down the right, but instead it's just going to bring it back and give it back to Jordan Lemon, who takes the touch on it. He beats one man, Jordan Lemon, takes a shot, not thought. Oh, what a goal! It's Jordan Lemon! It's only his fourth ever goal for Stocksbridge. He hasn't scored since he scored against Sheffield FC 3 years ago, that is. And it's Jordan Lemon who has scored for the Steels. Who would have thought that? The right back with a long range effort. Ball goes forward. Tinker heads away into midfield, but only back to Hyde and then roars forward. Oh, to right, a really good ball that finds Pratt with plenty of space. With Pratt continuing, trying to play the ball into the middle, gets a man in the box, back to goal, lays off to right, a bit ahead of Pratt, Pratt still gets it, over into the middle, header blocked, and then here comes Jones Griffiths, blocked again, Lemon with the block, it will go out for a corner. The goal, yes, you heard that right. Only his fourth goal in 8 years, well 6 years being for the Steels, as Gredslack's just got it, moves into the box, takes a strike, it's a well hit strike, but Mersin is able to save well to his left. Finchley. George Nunn has scored as Lemon tries to get the ball forward, but it is blocked, and Hyde will have it back in the defence with Thompson, who hooks it away. Back. Hello and welcome back to the Marine Travel Arena for this FA Trophy match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Marine AFC. It's 0-0 here. I'm the commentator Adam Allcroft, and this commentary has been sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Marine were definitely the best team in the first half. I don't think we can pretend otherwise, but Stocksbridge don't really look like a lesser side. We've had our moments going forward as it gets back underway here. So Marine are kicking towards us. We are in the main stand behind the goal, and it looks like, well, Elliot Owen gets a bit of a clattering into, and I think went into his face as well. Liv Phillips hasn't even got back to bench it, and she's already rushing off it. So Marine are going to be in the white shirts, black shorts, black socks kicking towards us, while Stocksbridge Steelers are in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks from the left. We're going to see left to right, going again away from us.
I think so too, Red. I think so too.
And it's a yellow card there, I believe, for George Newell. So that'll be Marine's first yellow of the game. Whitby Town are 1-0 up on Warrington Rylands. Harley Dawson has scored. And Warrington Town now 3-1 up on Hyde. Max Thompson, the goal scorer. Moves forward beyond everyone. He'll be back with McIntyre now. Lays it down, McIntyre, as he surveys the scene and continues to take time for right footed. And this could end up going straight out to play. And it does. Throw in for Stocksbridge. Answer for 2-0 up on Penistone Church. Mitchell Dunn has scored again. Goes forward, but Marine are able to clear. Owen's got a tricky one to track, but he turns well with Newell in his back, and then it clears it out. Headed back into midfield. Turner will get it, and picked up here by Smythe, who tries to get it down the line, but blocked, and then, well, the clearance is charged off Smythe, and it will be a Marine throw-in their own half. Thomas will take it on the right. As the Seals here look to get the ball back, but the ball's going to loop it towards Sinclair Smith, but Charles heads it more sideways, but Turner able to clear. It's too far for Kay to get onto it. Samuel Smith is the man on the ball, and he gets past Kay with a lovely little turn. Now Sinclair Smith, who was the danger man in the first half, back to Samuel Smith. The two Smiths are combining well. Now ball looped into the box. It's looking for Newell. Newell bringing it down, back to the right. Knocked, little touch away from Deakin. Prevented a shot on goal, but Marine keep it for now. Back to the edge of the area to Fielding. Now to the right. The offside flag, is it going up? No, it's not. Ball loop. Owen will head it away. Smythe chests it down for Tinker. Tinker boots that one away. There was appeals for a free kick on something Smythe did, but I didn't really spot it. Marine have started We have a bit of energy in the second half. Anstey Nomads have taken the lead against Bedford Town. Oscar Pong, the scorer. As it's a throw in for take forward. Smythe will head away. Back to Thomas. Thomas looping it forward. Owen will get it back. And then headed away again, this time by Drysdale. Tinker tries to hit forward, gets... Well, him and Smythe went for the ball together, and it ends up going out for a throw-in for Marine. So, Marine might only be in a league above us, but there are a few changes. Namely, you get squad numbers in the National League North, so quite strange to see, well, loads of numbers above 11, including a 33 for the goalkeeper, McIntyre. Folks who have just got a free kick in their own half. Tinker launch forward, headed away, and into the middle, and Tinker just can't get to that, and Marsden will just bring it back into the midfield, goes loop long, he's looking for Sinclair Smith. Charles has to do it, but Sinclair Smith has got away with it. Sinclair Smith is going forward, charges into the right hand side of the box, goes on straight at Townsend, but he goes by now, take a shot, and it's in Marine score! The goals from Bailey Marsden. Townsend perhaps could have caught that one. In the end, Marsden fires the rebound in, and Marine are 1-0 up here. The Steels will have to fight back if they want to get through to the next round. Not the way Stocksbridge wanted to start this second half, as the Steels now have a mountain to climb here in Crosby. Not obviously Townsend will probably think, I should have probably caught that one, held on to it, and perhaps also thinking, well, my defence should have helped me out a bit more there. It's how the third goal was scored on Tuesday night as well at Morpeth Town. Steels are going to have to be sending a few more people up front, though. I wonder if that might mean we see Zach Jagielka or Tommy Marshall come on shortly to try and put a bit more pressure on that defence. What he's doing, Smythe is in that position, is to try and be a bit more defensive. As Owens clearance goes over, and that one's over onto the road lefterers. That one is number 34 on Jubilee Road to the lefterers. That's the fifth ball to go over to the terraces. Tightly packed stadium as Marine have got the ball back, and they'll volley it away. As Eagleton just can't get hold of it and loses it to Newell. Some good hold up play by him. Out towards the left, and Marine have broke forward in numbers. Out now to Sinclair Smith on the left. Moves it onto the right, cross looking for the far post. Goes to Tinker, puts it back in the middle, and Newell can't get it. Eagledon will pass it out. It's really calm defending as Kay trying to dribble his way out. Tackle goes in from Thomas. It will be a Stocksbridge throw, but Steele's just clinging on for a bit there. And, well, it's going to be Alex O'Connor is going to be the substitute on, and he's going to replace Danny Deakin, who looks like he's holding his fire as he was heading up.
Stocksbridge, number 7, Daniel Deakin, and he's replaced by number 12, Alexander O'Connor.
So we're changing the midfield. Alex O'Connor dropped from Tuesday night. He's someone who always feels it when he's dropped from the first team, and so it's a chance for him to improve himself in the second, prove he should be back in that first team for Saturday's trip to Ilkeston. That then knocked forward and well held up again by Newell, who's having a much better second half already. Here comes Samuel Smith, leading a couple of pressure from Morris. Back it goes to Anson, who will return it to McIntyre and launched up into the air. Eagledon has it sideways, and Kay back to Tinker, stands on it for a second, and then turn a one-touch pass out towards Kay. Forward, he finds Tinker, lovely pass in and net. Tinker's going to drive diagonally. Tinker continue it. Pass in the middle, takes a deflection and loops into the arms of McIntyre. But it was a good run from Tinker, and I think that's what he offers from left back, is, you know, a bit more attacking threat than maybe Smythe does when he's in that position, but Smythe probably a bit more solid in that left back role. It's a great dilemma. A lot of fans have been debating over the last few weeks. Ball forward, and okay, Tinker will control. Back it goes to Owen, and Owen will launch it forward to Wilkinson, who has had a good game in the first half. Some really good hold-up play from him as Iggulden collects it, evades one tackle, almost trips. I think if he'd gone over the trip, he'd have got a free kick, but Charles sent a loop in one, headed away for it to make it to Wilkinson. Kay wins the ball. Kay's had a good game. Back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth cutting in, sends the ball forward, and that's just aimless and poor, and gives the ball right back to Marine. 53 minutes go on, it's 1-0 to the home side. Answorth having a great game against Penish Church. They're 3-0 up now. Scott Roven has scored the latest
Our
goal.
attendance today is 776, that's 776. Thank you very much for your support.
So that is 776 attendance here. It is Marine's lowest home attendance of the season. I think it shows that the FA Trophy often not the most beloved of competitions. Well, that's it, right, and here come Marine again. This time it's Newell on the right wing. Back it goes to Thomas. Thomas, good looking cross in over the top of everyone. Charlesworth couldn't get to it. Sinclair Smith will pick it up on the left wing. O'Connor is on the defensive duties. Sinclair Smith delaying it, and then a good little turn, but he's going to be going to the path of Charlesworth, but then the pass to the middle, and then well taken away before Tunstall can get onto it. Kay has to turn away from pressure. Gets it out towards Wilkinson. Wilkinson holding it well. Back to Morris, who sends it over the top, and then that will be picked up in defence and cleared away. Head back to O'Connor to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, little back heel, gets him away from trouble down the right, finds it onto the right, and Stocksbridge trying to get a cross in now, but instead of going to have to pass it back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth here, loops it over the top to Wilton, back heel here, then sideways to Turner, and then Turner gets tripped, and there weren't going to be a free kick given as Tinker gets it out to the left. Some what touch passing near the edge of the box, that's clumsy, and that one will be a Stocksbridge free kick close to the edge of the box on the left hand side. Some really good, quick football on the edge of the box from Stocksbridge, really stretching the Marine defence, and it's forced that foul. Foul from Adam Anson. Yes. And just see, I think Connor Smythe is one of the people standing over it alongside Curtis Turner. Smythe is the potential left-footed option, Turner the right-footed one. And then Turner will take it. And it's going to go over the bar from Curtis Turner. Keeper always had that one covered. Looks like Marine have got a substitute that's going to be coming on. And it's going to be Anjola Papula. He comes on for Finlay Tunstall, who's been a very effective midfielder in this game. And Papula will now replace him. Forward Papula, so Marine are going to look to try and kill this one off. Got experience in the EFL with Accrington Stanley, the young forward, currently on loan at Marine. Stocksbridge trying to battle for it, and O'Connor will head it forward, and it's headed away. Kay, good fight for it, bit of clumsy between both teams. Will appeal for it. Marine have won it. Marsden, the man staying down after that one. There'll be a chance for Marine to get the ball forward as a deep free kick close to their own halfway line. Plenty of goals have gone in since we last looked at it. Harbour Town 2-0 on Enfield, David Kamara the scorer. Kidderminster 2-0 on Corby, Amari Morgan Smith the man with the goal. Dorking Wanderers 3-1 up at Easton Borough. Buxton have got one back against Southport, and Leamington 2-0 up on Maidenhead. Here comes the ball into the box. It's one that Townsend will want to claim. Papula was bringing pressure in though, but Townsend claims. Townsend sends a dagger through the middle, but it will be cleared away. Awkward clearance. Charles heads it back into midfield, and Kay can't get to it. He gets a block on the pass and not the possession. Then he gets it forward to Wilkinson. Wilkinson picks up the touch, just takes him further out to the left than perhaps he would have wanted to. Now Wilkinson lays a pass off into the middle. Morris trying to turn, the tackle goes in. Stocksbridge trying to get to it. Cleared away to Kay. Kay first time pass out to the right here. And then drifted out to the right and goes to Morris, ball in, blocked, and then back Morris into the midfield, and Turner delayed it. I think thought about the shot, instead he's going to go over with another trip, and it's going to be another Stocksbridge free kick, close to the, well, about, I'd say 8-10 yards outside the area. Failed of equalising against Spennymoor. Leamington 2-0 up on Maidenhead, and Walton and Hersham back ahead against Farnborough. Joel Howell, the scorer. Worsborough now 3-0 up on Glasshoughton, Juninho Blake, and Brigtown 3-2 up on Aberystwyth, Dale Hudson. So, people having a look who's standing over the ball. I think Connor Smythe's over it again, and so is Alfie Wilkinson. I don't think I've seen either of these take a free kick for Stocksbridge. It's not far from the centre, this, and what I've noticed that McIntyre likes leaving a lot of space where his wall is. So it's the challenge is can you get it over the wall and down with enough speed before McIntyre can get there? And Wilkinson, he's going to try it, but, well, he got it over the wall, but he got it over the bar as well. Remains 0-0. So it remains 1-0 to Marine, but Stocksbridge are causing a few problems in this Marine defence at the moment. A couple of free kicks close to the edge of the area. So this is when you wanted Thomas Poole in the team to take those free kicks, who's scored a few. He's currently out injured. Ball long from McIntyre. And I thought that came off the arm there of Newell, but nothing was appealed for as Wilkinson's chasing it as Drysdale defend back to McIntyre, heads it back to him, and he will claim it. McIntyre will take his time. As you can imagine, obviously Marine trying to be professional about this. They don't want to be the victims of cup upset. And if Stocksbridge equalise, this could go to penalties. And Stocksbridge have already progressed once in this tournament on penalty kicks, beating Silsden. Stocksbridge trying to contest it, and appeals for handball. Turner not given. Tinker will launch it away. Wilkinson just can't get hold of it. It's going to go back here for Anson, who will pass it back to the goalkeeper. Ball forward from McIntyre. Newell, great hold-up play, turns, he's face towards goal, gets it out towards Sinclair Smith, he moves into the box, onto the right, takes a shot, just over! Well, that's why he's the danger man. He has been constantly causing a problem for the defence, and this time he just couldn't loft it underneath the bar. Back with Townsend. Ball going forward. Headed it on and then cleared away. This could be contested. He's gone back and goal. Headed towards right to Morris. Can Morris hit it? He's on a narrow angle. He's not going to take the shot. He goes out to the right, and then pass is going to be intercepted here by Fielding, back defender. Cleared away and out for a Stocksbridge throw. So, I wonder if Stocksbridge might bring more attacking sub on. We mentioned Zach Jagielka, whose dad is very familiar to this area. He played just a few miles down the road at Goodison Park. As another one's launched into the terraces, and that one's at the top of the bit coming out of the house. Yeah. So that's number 6. That's gone. This one onto Rossett Road. Charlesworth throws it back in, back to Charlesworth. And back forward, Connor puts the ball in the box, just goes through the legs of everyone. Smythe almost gets to it, McIntyre claims. Smythe would like that, and actually, Smythe has made contact with McIntyre during that. I don't think a free kick's been given because there was no malice in it, but we are going to get a stoppage. I think McIntyre is just sitting up now, so he will be able to continue. 62 minutes gone. Some goals to celebrate elsewhere while we wait. Hanwell Town 2-1 up at Bedford Town. Mohammed Bettam has scored. Dover 1-0 up on Dorchester. Kenny Coker scored. Worthing 2-0 up on Tonbridge Angels. Kwaku Frimpong. South Shields 5-1 up against Dunstan. Will Jenkins. Chorley back ahead against Worksop Town, and Bracknell Town ahead at Bath City. Ball forward, head away by Eagledon. Turner gets out to the right. Charlesworth launches it over the top to Wilkinson, who tries to control it with his chest and ends up going out for a marine throw. Parkgate 1-0 up at Pickering Town. Hidden Goddard has scored. Now Woodborough 4-0 up at Glassoughton. Lee Flanagan, the man with the goal. Ball forward, Turner will head away, then Papula gets it forward. Newell brings it down, out to the left, then Marsden does well to keep it in, lost it in the middle, but then Kate instead clears it away. Look, it's like Marsden's helping more out on the left hand side. That's a potential danger point with the overload he could create with Finley Sinclair Smith. Back with Sinclair Smith, back into Anson, who's going to return it over to McIntyre. McIntyre will launch it long. I think it headed on by Newell, but Owen gets it out. Smythe tries to get it into the middle and well contested, but ends up losing it to Fielding, who's had a good game in the midfield for the home team today. An absolute workhorse. As Papula tries to contest it, but Eagledon heads it away, and they're right back, and Charlesworth returns it, but only to defence. And I think Morris has just overcommitted off the run. He's out of position at the moment now as Marsden gets it to the left, and then the ball switched towards the right hand side here, and it's going to come down really well, chest towards the middle, but recovered, and Townsend will claim it. So ball back with Townsend now. Townsend will send it forward and headed away. Charles I think just misjudged his jump there and lost it out on that one. Back into defence, and then, well, Samuel Smith ends up just skewing that one out for throwing. 65 minutes gone, 1-0 to Marine. Back it goes here with Charles for the throwing. Stocksbridge remaining competitive in this game, as they look to get an equaliser. Buxton have equalised in Southport. It's 2-2 there. As in up to ball forward, and well controlled by Morris here as the tackle goes in, and it will actually be a Marine throw. It came off Morris last. Woodborough now 5-0 up on Glassoughton. Jamal Stewart there. Glassoughton have put a lot of effort in to get that game on today, and I bet they wish they hadn't. Ball forward, and it goes out over Charles's head, but Eildon gets it away. Forward to Wilson, tried to get it back in the path of Kay, but well won by Gregson, who will return it to McIntyre, who gets the ball forward. Goes out towards the right hand side, and back to Marine just can't keep it in on the right. It will be a Stocksbridge throw. Ball back hit. Well, actually, there's a substitute for Stocksbridge. And so Tommy Marshall has made his way on for the Steels. He, the penalty hero from all the way back in May. Could this end up going to penalties soon if Stocksbridge equalise? Definitely more attacking intent from the Steels, bringing Marshall on. Stocksbridge have a throw in an attacking area, which Tinkerwit has gone up to take. Thrown into the middle, and Stocksbridge trying to turn on the edge of the area, I think, but that means Marine can tackle, and they clear it away. Owen, though, does well with it. Forward to Kay, and then Tinker gets it out towards the left to Morris, who gets it back. Eilders having to come up for it, and Papula very physical, and that was a big sliding tackle, but Marine could go forward. Marine's one-on-one with Townsend, but then great block there from Charles of Stock Sinclair Smith getting the shot in. Marine still attacking here. Marine looking at left-footed shot, takes a block there off Owen, will go out for a corner. Going to get the game stopped here. I think there's going to be a yellow card here. I'm not sure who it was who got the sliding tackle that attracted a lot of ooze from this home crowd. I'm not even sure the referee even knows who it actually was. He's going to get to Alex O'Connor. Third yellow of the game for the Steels. Sinclair Smith will take. The referee looked a bit lost there. I think he lost track of where his man was. Sinclair Smith will look to put this ball in. 68 minutes gone. 1-0 to Marine. Potential short option, but Sam Kay will monitor that. Instead, it's going to be one looking for the far post. Eagledon rises eyes and heads it away. He's going to race to be the next man onto it, and he knocks it off his man and gets the throw in. Great work there from the Paul Eagledon in defence of the Steels. Warrington Town 4-1 up now, away at Hyde. As Kay turns back to Turner, lofts it over. It's over the top of Wilkinson and out for a Marine throw-in. Parkgate now 2-0 up against Pickering. Alex Wanham has scored. So Samuel Smith will take this throw in. 22 minutes to go. Ball headed away. As Kate, great footwork from him, and it ricochets forward. This could be brought down here by Morris. Morris turns, takes a shot, he's blocked, and it's a race to make sure it don't go out for a corner, and it will be kept in by McIntyre. Morris just couldn't get enough space away, but the shot was a good idea. Well, Doncaster had equalised against Lincoln City through Hanlon, but Lincoln back ahead for a Robbie Gott's own goal. Ball forward, brought down Papula as it goes sideways. Well in by Turner, but Marine will keep the ball here through Marsden, the goal scorer. Back it goes to Fielding, and then a poor pass, and now Stocksbridge break, but then it's a poor touch by Sam Kay, and Anton will pick it up. Back to McIntyre, who gets it forward. There's some frustration in this home crowd now here. As the ball headed out and then headed forward. Contested and brought Newell. Hold it up well, but then he's robbed of a ball. Sorry, slipped through towards Wilkinson. He's out wide here. He's out of the box now on the right wing. Lays it off into the middle. Shot in the middle, blocked, and there's appeals for handball from the away fans behind, but if none of the players are doing it, and I think he kept his arm very well closely tight to his chest. And now it's a counter-attack from Marine. Stockbridge aren't really getting back in numbers at the moment. Here comes a cross towards the far post. Townsend drops it initially and then claims it. Papula was waiting. Goal, Hereford, a 3-1 up on Sudbury. Sam Osborne has scored. Fylde, 3-2 up on Spennymoor. And Southport have retaken the lead at Buxton. As there is a Marine man down in the centre circle. So sometimes I wonder, with both teams under a bit of pressure, if it's just a case for let's have a chat with everyone on the sideline. I think there's going to be a Marine substitute as well. It's going better than the last time Stockbridge visited Marine. We lost 3-0 back in 2013. I say we have never won at this ground in our history. We've never even drawn here. All 5 games to have taken place here at the Marine Travel Arena have been Marine wins. So Noah Roberts has made his way on. Yeah, Noah Roberts has come on, a young teenager, as Marine are trying to see if they can double the lead. I don't think they'll feel totally safe just yet. Oh, 16 years old. Oh, sorry. I thought you were meaning the number. I'm thinking, no, that's Papoose, come on. 16 years old. There's the 16-year-old Noah Roberts has made his way on. Bit of confusion. I'm getting told 16, I'm thinking, Angela Papula, the number. But it is now back to be a goal kick for Marine. All gone up forward by McIntyre. And he's just going to go out for throw. McIntyre's kick let him off. It's Newell that's gone off. Bit of a surprise for that Newell going off, because I think he's been one of Marine's better players in this second half. His hold-up play has been very impressive. But they made the choice to bring the 16-year-old Roberts on. Ball going forward. Papula, good physical work by him, but Eagledon got it off him, and cleared away, but then it's cleared right back. Brought down here by the 16-year-old Roberts, but it's gone out of play before he got it. Stocksbridge get the ball back. 18 minutes for the Steels. Well, now it's 17 minutes for the Steels to get back a goal back. Ball forward, headed away. Kay gets it forward. Wilson tries to bring it. Goes to the left here. Tinker's an option here. Tinker bringing forward on the left. Can Tinker put the cross in? Puts the cross blocked. Tinker's going to try and see if he can let that go for a corner. He does. The Steels have a corner kick. Turner will go over to take. It was from a corner where Stocksbridge got their last-minute winner. Oh no, sorry, it was a free kick, but Stocksbridge did score from a corner when Ross Goodwin headed in over at Marine, and when we last faced it back in 2022 at Brackenmore, 2-1 win. Here comes the fizzer of the corner, headed away, going to the edge of the area now. Marine are holding it up, but Stocksbridge have won it back to Charlesoff, who's going to loop across in now, and then headed away to the left-hand side. Stocksbridge will keep the pressure on, appeals for offside, and not given as Morris has it on the left. Trying to get it on his right, but then back it will go. Cross towards the far post. McIntyre claims and gets a bit of a push for his worth as well. So McIntyre down again. Now, he was already had a bit of treatment in this game. He might need a bit more. I think whatever happens, Stocksbridge can be really proud of their performance. Good, it's a thriller happening in Rushall. Look, Workington have just equalised. It's 3-3. Between Rushall and Workington. He's certainly got them scoring, their new manager. Real Bedford have equalised against Alvechurch. Slough Town 1-1 with Gloucester City, and Plymouth Parkway 3-1 against Salisbury. Well, here comes a man his dad is very familiar to Merseyside. Zach Jagielka has made his way on to replace Sam Kay. Obviously, we know him as the son of Sheffield United legend Phil Jagielka, but over at this part of the world, he's an Everton favourite, known for being a brilliant player for them in a brilliant part of time for Everton, especially under David Moyes' first reign. Now comes on to see if he can impress in front of some of the fans that his dad will impress. But Marine are on the attack, but well blocked by Tinker, and Townsend will just come out to claim it and catch it. Launch it long. Looking here for Jagielka, but headed away before it can make it to him. Picked up here by Fielding, being forced back to the keeper. Launched long. Unlike his dad, Jagielka is a forward, so I think Jagielka was known for scoring the odd goal. As Townsend gets it away, headed away. Ball's back for Eagledon, who takes it down in his chest, knocks forward, but and it will go out for throw. Launch it forward as it looks like we've gone to a 3-5-2 for the Steels as they chase the equaliser. Eagledon just slices that one, it will go out for a Marine throw-in. Back for Samuel Smith now for the throw-in. Ball going forward, and Owen will get into that and then clear it downfield. Wilson's trying to contest, but taken out to the left by the defender. Wilson got a foot in there. It's going to be a Marine throw-in, but it's good work from the striker, who has not stopped working today. Worked up town of equalised against Chorley. And Handsworth 4-0 up on Pennington Church. Owen Hayes scored. And well, I don't know what's happened at Brigg Aversley, but there's been one sent off apiece. Mason Ellender and Harry Holland, the guys sent marching orders, and Worsborough 6-0 up with Liam Flanagan. Tinker gets it out to left, and it's Jagielka on the ball, but I think it was handball given on him. You know, we did wonder if his dad might show up to this one, and he might be here somewhere. Obviously based around Knutsford Way, and obviously I think Phil Jagielka would get plenty of pints bought for him if he was in this ground, as Marina making a substitute. And it looks like Josh Wardle is coming on, and he will be replacing Bailey Marsden, the goal scorer. Josh Wardle is the only surviving player from when Marine faced Stocksbridge last in 2022. And Stocksbridge are needing what they got against Wardle, that is a last-minute goal, or just at least a late goal. And I think you can hear it on the cheers, he is a favourite. I think from having gone up the leagues with them. McIntyre will have the free kick. 78 minutes gone. Launching it to the right wing now. Flicked on, but then Turner will clear away. Wilkinson gets it back into midfield, but Jagielka can't keep hold of the ball. Cleared away, headed on by Anson. And left, but well in by Turner. Tinker gets it away. Then Jagielka gets it out to the left. Almost kept it, actually. Just about kept in. Then it goes out. Marine throw-in. And it will be on the right here with Thomas. Launches it forward. Headed on by Thomas. Cleared away. Charles is trying to judge a bouncing ball, and he does get it forward. Looking for Wilkinson, but shut away. Charles gets it forward. Tommy Marshall could be free here. Tommy Marshall, he's having to go down the right wing. He's got two men round him. Turns well. Marshall goes down. Can it be a penalty? No, it's not, but it will be a corner kick. Tommy Marshall, that was a great turn there to get him aimed in the right direction. Two men round him. He's done really well. And now the Steels have a corner. There's been some proper fizzers sent in from this side, but can this be the one that creates a goal? Here it is. Coming into the middle. Header is high and wide from Elliot Owen. So the ball is back now with the goalkeeper. Almost 80 minutes gone. As Hereford 4-1 up on Sudbury. Sam Osborne has scored again. Ball forward. Brought down well by Pooler. Sends on over the top, but Townsend will get to that. Nice idea though. Quickly launched out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth sends it down the line. I think Wilkinson's got it heads on, but I think he knew he was offside, Wilkinson. That's why he was being slow on his run. He didn't just thought, oh, I'm going to... Well, have a go. Oh, there's a bit of an upset. I mean, Leek are winning 1-0 against Scarborough Athletic through Potts. And as the ball is now back with McIntyre. Launched long. Eagledon heads it away. Marshall bringing it down. Out to the right to Charlesworth. Big ball forward, but slow and right back up to McIntyre. He'll be happy with that. As he can burn a bit more time down, Jagielka will press and force him to pick the ball up. As he takes his time, the goalkeeper. Booted up and into the air. Owen gets it forward, comes off O'Connor, who gets it forward, flicks on into the path of Wilkinson. Wilkinson's got a couple of defenders ahead of him. Out to the right, Marshall on the edge of the area gets tackled, back to Wilkinson. He drills one to the right hand side. Charles with plenty of space, put a cross in, puts the cross, it's a good looking cross, palmed away by the keeper. Edge of the area, Marine will pick it up and clear. Good work from McIntyre. And now there's a potential at a counter. Out to right, can Tinko intercept, but he's got a man to face up with now. Goes forward, looks for Papula, brought it down. Well, Owen is trying to handle him, but Poole goes left, tackle goes in. O'Connor back defensively, will clear. Headed back away and picked up here by Fielding. Out left to Samuel Smith. Samuel Smith, out left, running at Eagledon. Here comes the ball into the middle, and Owen will hack it away, back facing his own goal. And then Turner passes it out to Tinker. Tinker, diagonal pass, but put it out by Samuel Smith, all the way through midfield and lost there to Thomas. Out to the right here. Ball forward to Thomas. It's a really good ball for Thomas. Stocksbridge just lacking in defence on that one. Cross into the middle. Eagledon, big header away. Being picked up here by Gregson. Now into the midfield. It's going to be a shot. It was always going wide. Probably the best moments we've seen from Marine in this second half since they scored the goal. Ball forward, then cleared by Samuel Smith. Tinker will contest, getting it forward. Jagielka heads it on into defence. And then picked up by Anson. Drills it forward to Papula. Great one-touch pass, but shortly offside there on Sinclair Smith, but not given. Out to the right as the Steels having to defend their own box again. Dropping deep here is Thomas. forward to Papula. Back to Thomas. Great touch. Brilliant tackle, Elliot Owen. That's what fantastic standing tackle. Jagielka's escaped his marker. Onto the left now. Here comes Stockbridge forward through James Morris. James Morris running diagonally. Back out to the left now. Oh, Stocksbridge looking for the way to get the ball in. It's Tommy Marshall. Moving on the right. Takes a shot. Blocked. It's going to ricochet out. Stocksbridge going to keep it in. And Jagielka in his own corner, but he will get a corner kick out of it. The Steels are giving it their all to try and stay in the FA Trophy and make it to the third round for only the second time in their history and the first time in its current guise. They are playing brilliantly so far in this second half. Here comes the ball. In. Over the top, McIntyre claims. 83 minutes gone. And he will just take his time with it here. For launching it high and up into the air. Returned by Tinker forward. Well contested by Jagielka, who got it to the right, but then Ingleton will clear it away if it was cleared by Marine. Charles have battled to keep it in, slides it down the right. Going to be tested here by Marshall, who's contesting it. May put Samuel Smith in a tricky position here, and he's tackled him. And here's a chance for Wilkinson to get in the box on the right hand side. He's brought down, no penalty given. Marshall gets it, clears it off his man, and it will be another corner for Stocksbridge. Ooh, I've just seen the Blythe Town goalkeeper's being given a red card. Can Stocksbridge get something out of this? Because they are pressing and causing a lot of nerves here at the Marine Travel Arena. Here comes the corner, right-footed, in the middle, far post, headed towards goal! No, it's not across the line, he was so close, he's out for another corner! He was hacked away by one of the Marine defenders. And it's going to be a corner kick for Stocksbridge. Back. I think what's the referee here, Daryl Davies, not particularly happy about something, so it will be another corner. Here comes another corner, lofted to the far side. And Eagleding just can't get underneath it again, over to Veritamatore, and it will go out for a goal kick. 85 minutes gone, not long to go. Ashton were 2-0 down at Morpeth. It's now 2-2. Enoch Luciama has scored the equaliser. Dunstan have got one back in South Shields. It's 5-2 there. Josh Donaldson has scored. Stocksbridge pressing. And what there's been since going down, really impressive going forward, but just done everything but the goal. Ball forward, headed on. Papula is holding it up. Back forward, but then blocked, and then O'Connor sends one to Chase. And Wilson's got a bit of pace, but I think the AstroTurf has helped it bounce with a bit more speed and get to McIntyre in time. Or forward from McIntyre. Makes an awkward bounce, headed away by Tinker, but Marine will get it down the right. And Tinker trying to get back. Good work from Jack Tinker. Turner in with a tackle. Both teams want the throw in. It's going to go to Marine. And there's a Marine player. Good. I thought it was a Marine player down. I think it's just a flag that's fallen off. There's the ball out to the right. John Lemon shouting out orders. He will be proud of his team for the way they've fought in this second half. Ball forward. Owen gets the header. And it will go out for a corner kick to Marine, and they could kill this off here. Home fans trying to cheer them on, trying to get them to finish this game off as a contest. But Marine just shows you the respect they're giving us. They've got only 2 men in the box. Now free. One on the edge of the area. As Sinclair Smith prepares to take. Comes right-footed ball. Looks at the far post. Papula can't get his head on it. Charles will get it, and this is where it looks smart that they kept all these people back, because you can't really launch a counter-attack. Charlesworth sending the diagonal forward. Jagielka is going to try and see if he can get onto this, but we'll just go back to McIntyre. Launch it forward and almost blocked. Iggulden will head it back into midfield, headed up into the air, then headed on by Finn Sinclair Smith. Middle well tackled by Turner. Owen will clear it away, and then Marshall's going to press and try and cause a mistake here, and he's going to go back to McIntyre. He's getting jeered by the Stocksbridge fans in that corner, but he does well to get this away. Back for Iggulden, who brings it down under control. In the middle to O'Connor. Back it will go to Owen, who sends it forward. Headed up and away. Iggulden will get it forward. Over the top and into the field, Marshall has it. Marshall trying to turn, tackle goes in, Marine get the ball back. They clear it up only for O'Connor to return, but that is too far forward. It's going to be chased, but actually McIntyre's had to come out to his goal, and I think he got fouled there in the process too. He's been sent into the advertising audience, and he's staying down after that as well. Pressure from James Morris. So, 88 minutes gone, 1-0 to Marine. Stocksbridge did score in the 93rd minute when we beat Marine back at Breckenmore in 2022. They need that again now. But Mitch Langton's at Rossington Main now. Jack Stockel's got one back for Glasshoughton Welfare from the spot. It's 6-1 to Busbury Bridge now. McIntyre back up, and now right-footed will get this away. High up in the air. Well headed away by Turner. By Owen, sorry. Out to the left. Brought down though by Roberts, who will loft one high up into the air. Owen will, well, he's trying to contest it, but it's very lively. Owen will get it back, volleys it away. Headed back into the Stocksbridge defence. Papula, good touchdown into the middle. Back towards Thomas, who's cutting across the midfield. Lays it off here for Fielding, launch it down the right, and it'll be too much and go out to play for Sinclair Smith. Going forward here to O'Connor, goes down under pressure. No free kick given for that. And then great tackle by Jack Tinker. Ball forward here. Well, headed on by Wilton Marshall. Looking to see if we can get down the left-hand side now. Tackle goes in, throwing for Stocksbridge. We are going to get 5 added minutes as we enter the 90th minute. 5 minutes for the Steels to force a penalty shootout. And they've looked like they could do it. As Tinker, I think, is going to do the long throw here. Ashton United now 3-2 up on Morpeth. Enoch Luciama has scored again. Tinker's not a usual long throw, but we saw it the other night and it looked pretty effective. Here it goes, long throw going in. Headed away by Marine, but not very far. Then out towards the right, being contested. Gets a touch here for Stocksbridge, but then cleared away towards Papula. Charlesworth gets headed out to the right and Stocksbridge pick it up. Back it goes here to O'Connor, who's on furthest man back and on the right. Diagonal ball, looking for the far side of the box. Headed into the middle, can Morris turn? Shot goes in and blocked and cleared away. Back out to O'Connor. Gets his pass wrong, but it's kept in just about, and then, well won there by Marshall. Back to O'Connor, he puts across and it's low and easily cleared. Papula will hold it up, back into midfield. Marine have a chance to break. Out to the right, Marine are breaking. They're being urged on by their fans to kill this off. Forward to Papula. Papula takes a shot, and that's the game over. Townsend was caught way too out there. It's 2-0 to Marine, and despite Stocksbridge, all the pressure from Stocksbridge, it's going to be 2-0 to the home team, and that will be us out of the trophy.
Marine in the 92nd minute. Rebel scorer, Mr. Steve, Angela Papula.
Well, that is really positive. The Stocksbridge for the last half an hour have been the better team in this one. They've deserved something out of it, but unfortunately, it's the break. It's something you have to do. You've got to commit men forward, but they've been caught out on it. Perhaps Townsend shouldn't have rushed out as much, made it a bit too easy for Papula, but it's 2-0 here, and that is game over. Ball from Turner, out to the left, headed across. The Stocksbridge are going to see if they can get something out of it, a consolation. Or, to be fair, Stocksbridge were 2-0 down in the 93rd minute to Wythenshawe Town before getting it back to forced penalties a year ago. So miracles can happen, and we have seen them with Stocksbridge. But it is unlikely as Charles evades pressure well, goes forward, tries it on the outside of the foot, into the middle. Well, goes forward and I thought that was offside then, but I think O'Connor might have played him on. Out to the left. We're trying to move it onto his right here. Here comes a shot over the bar. Steels will get a goal kick. 3 minutes gone of added time. Elliot Owen has gone centre forward.
Coming back to ball, number 7, Finn Sinclair Smith.
So back with Townsend now.
Replacing him is number 20, Harry Hewley.
Substitute come on as Harrison Hubie has made his way on for Marine. Ball will go forward by Townsend. Headed away. O'Connor gets it forward. Headed on by Owen. But then headed back. Owen gets it forward again. Brought down well on that right. And on with currently Marshall. On to right. Stocksbridge get the ball forward to the right. Morris here. Trying to find space here. And he does get a bit there, but not enough for the cross. Now comes a low cross. Defended at the near side and cleared away. Headed back forward to the right again. Should have took the cross first time really. Tried to lay it off and will be tackled and a bit clumsy. Here comes the ball towards the far side. Goes to the left. Can it be brought down? Looking for the shot. Well, tackled by Adam Thomas, who now gets it out of the box. Ball forward and Marine will get it in midfield as this game is practically over now with 30 seconds to go. Now Samuel Smith. Ball out to Tinker. Heads it forward to Jagielka. Locks it over the top for Wilkinson. Wilkinson just can't get it under control. And then back to the keeper. Goes forward. Taken away by Charlesworth. And then Marshall can't get into that. Will be kept in here. As Marine will have the final attack of the game. Laid it into the middle. There's a chance for a shot here. Turner will block it. Hits the ball. That went far off. And then Townsend will claim it. That might well be that. That is that. The Steels have fought as hard as you can fight here. Really, had it gone the way you think football should go, they should have had an equaliser at some point in that last 10 minutes. But that's not the way football goes sometimes. Marine broke towards the end of that half after they took the lead early on through Bailey and Marsden, and Josh Papula was able to double the lead and finish it off. The Steels go out to the FA Trophy, but their heads are held high. Thank you very much to everyone who was listening tonight. I've been Adam Allcroft. This commentary is sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire.